We've got some really startling news tonight, and I think this does have the possibility to be very dangerous to Leatherman. I hope Leatherman is aware at how good the competition is becoming, and this brand new multi-tool from GHK is a stunner. It's really, really good. All right, now hopefully you guys can all see on the screen this brand new tool from GHK. It's called the GHK21, and no, I do not have that in hand. No, it's not available right now, but I wanted to talk about it, just jump in front of this and really let you guys be aware this is coming. I don't know what brand name it's going to be under. A lot of times GHK, it seems like they almost designed these and then they're rebranded under several different things. So it may pop up one day on Amazon, it might pop up on AliExpress, who knows, but it will probably be branded under Mossy Oak, Byberry, Daya Camping, Decoyu, BHBT, who knows. Rock Tool, all these brands, I'm guessing, may put their brand name on this. This is essentially, we are watching the evolution of the Leatherman Surge, I believe, before our eyes. Now, why do I have the Leatherman Arc here? Well, what they have done, what GHK has done, I think is brilliant. I don't necessarily think it's good for Leatherman, and I don't know if it's good for the multi-tool world as a whole long term, but I definitely think it is a brilliant evolution of this tool. The Arc has been out for 2 years this summer, or this fall rather. I believe it came out in October 2023, so this October, this fall, it will be out 2 years. And in 2 years' time, GHK has taken a lot of the design elements, the design cues from it, and essentially added 1/4 inch to the tool from what it looks like. There is some pictures I'll be drawing from their website, and also a video, a product video, and I'll be trying to add some still shots to this video as well. There will be links to where those are, where you can view them underneath this video. Yeah, so they have taken a lot of the design cues of the Leatherman Arc. You can see right there on the handle of the GHK21 how it looks very much like this Leatherman Arc. Definitely some very, very strong design cues just from the way even the tools are cut out, these cutouts for the tools. You can see where that has been taken from the Leatherman, and then also the way that it sort of slopes at the bottom, and then on the inside, the locking mechanism looks very similar to the Leatherman Arc. That will be very interesting to see. I don't think it's magnetic. I think it's just meant to look like the Leatherman Arc, but I am curious to see how close they have come to the Leatherman Arc with their, what I think from what I can gather is essentially a Leatherman Surge frame. One of the beautiful things that we see on this is it has a pocket clip. Finally, I don't think any of the Leatherman Surge versions, the clones, have had pocket clips. This one, from what I see, does. And does that pocket clip remind you of anything? The 2 screw holes definitely looks like the Leatherman Free series a lot. Yeah, a lot. Now, one of the things that sort of gave this away, where I think it's the Surge clone, instead of being a 4 1/4 inch frame size, is when you look at the pliers. Now, I was expecting, if it was to be an actual like Leatherman Free series clone, for it to have a plier head, something like this one right here. But you can tell from the pictures, it looks a lot more like their Leatherman Surge plier head. What threw me off is they always have the pliers open in every picture. And even in the video, they never have the pliers closed. And so the plier head looks a little different when it's always open. I'm used to seeing it closed, but I do think it's essentially the same thing. There's no stamping or anything on the plier head, but it does look like the same plier head that we've seen. That's the Leatherman Surge clone version. Now on the screen, you can see that there are some specifications for this tool, and it says something about 294 grams, which would be around 10 10.5 ounces or so. And then when it talks about 9.5 centimeters, that is actually less than 4 inches. So I do think some of the ounces perhaps and the inches or centimeters and grams could be off a little bit. But it does make me think, because of the weight, that this is probably a Leatherman Surge style tool. Now, when I'm weighing this Byberry Surge clone, it does come in somewhere around the 12 ounces. So I don't know. This could be either a very lightened Surge clone, or it could be something closer to the Leatherman Arc. Now, we've talked about how this new tool definitely has some huge design cues from the Leatherman Free series. And one of the big, huge, major changes is that all the tools will be outside opening. Really, really neat. If this reaches production, I think it will, because it's on their website. I'm guessing this month or next month, we'll probably start to see it trickle onto AliExpress and Amazon. But from the pictures, from what I see, it looks like all the tools are outside opening. All the tools are on the inside of the handles. They are not like the Leatherman Surge clones have been, where these tools open outside and these are on the inside, but they're like the Leatherman Free series, only in the sense that they're all on the outside or the inside with the handles extended. All right, now what is a huge departure is what GHK is doing. They are doing it all on the outside, but they're doing the large tools on the plier pivot and the shorter tools down here on this bottom pivot. So let me bring in, I think this is the GHK20, I think it is, unless it's the 16. I can't really keep up with these. This is one of their designs. And on this one, it's a little different, but on this side, you see how they do have different sections right here. They have almost like the Leatherman Wave, where they have different parts, and then they have a segregated section for the interior tools right here in the middle, but everything is outside opening. It does seem like that's what they're doing with this tool, except just like on this side, they will have pivots with the plier pivots will be the longer tools, and then the shorter tools will be here at the bottom. Essentially, that's what we're going to see right here with these wells, or these layers on each side, long layers, and then a wide gap in the middle for all the interior tools, not really interior, but the smaller tools. I think you get the picture. So it will be different from the Free series, because they all go one way. Maybe it's something they're trying to bring distinction, not really sure. It's a different way to do it. I don't really care. I think it works, and it's just nice to see them all on the outside. Now, one of the things that will change drastically a couple of these tools is, first of all, the scissors. Now, notice the scissors will be skeletonized. That's different. I guess they're trying to save weight. Not really sure, but it looks like they'll be skeletonized scissors if this stays the same to production. And then the knife blades, both of them will be a little different. Now, the serrated blade, it looks like something more almost like you'd see on a drywall saw. A little different there for the serrated blade. And then the other blade looks more normal, your main knife blade. But then the T-shank, that's where we'll have a big departure again. And I think that's good news. Now, bringing in this T-shank that has been on basically all these Surge clones, you'll notice with this T-shank, it has this round knob that you have to try to find and pull out, or else you're almost pulling this up. And yeah, it's not the best design ever, but if you notice on this new one, it has like a thumb stud where you can pull it out, and it's a lot further. It's almost like at the end. And then they have actually turned this spring around to be the opposite way. I think, yeah, it looks pretty exciting. A lot better design. For the outside tools that are smaller, it will have the double-sided bit driver that's a 1/4 inch. I'm glad they didn't try to put the Leatherman style bit driver in there. I would not have been a fan of that. but they are keeping it double-sided 1/4 inch. So that's really good. On the other side, they will have the smaller file. We've seen this in some of these. Now with the T-shank adapter, that shouldn't really be an issue because you should be able to fit another diamond file in there, I hope. But they do have this tool that is a small file, then a screwdriver, it looks like an awl, and then the can opener, which might have a wire stripper. A lot of them do. So as I make this video, I really have some conflicting emotions because Leatherman is a fantastic multi-tool company with their designs. They make some really, really cool stuff. And the majority of their tools are made here in the US, or at least assembled here in the US. And that's really neat. But this design is really amazing. They are getting really good. So we'll have to see what the full specs of these are. And I'll be interested to read you guys' comments. What do you think?